All right, let's gather around and get right into it. Welcome, Metro Machining shop floor and on-site crew. Today, we are walking through a massive leveling up for the entire team. We are talking about a fresh start, a crystal clear path, and a system built to recognize the absolute best among us. It's called Staff Compliance Tracking. Now listen, I want you to wipe whatever you think you know about corporate performance reviews or shop floor politics right off the table. We are leaving all of that in the rearview mirror. Consider this explainer your pre-shift pep talk for a system that finally puts everyone on the exact same page. No mysteries, absolutely zero corporate doublespeak, just straight-up workshop reality. We're building a daily record that proves the standard, rewards the guys who hit it day in and day out, and gives every single one of you an equal, fair, and totally transparent way to be measured. So, let's break down exactly how we win this quarter.
And that brings us to the very first big idea driving this whole thing. You cannot manage what you do not measure. I mean, that is the absolute bedrock of staff compliance tracking. Think about it for a second. Without a clear, objective daily record of who is actually meeting the standard and who might be slipping, every single conversation about performance just turns into someone's opinion. And let's be real, opinions get challenged. Opinions cause arguments on the floor. But data, cold, hard facts, you really can't argue with data. If it isn't written down, it simply didn't happen. By measuring just a handful of incredibly simple things every single day, we stop guessing entirely. We start acting on truth, giving every single person here an equal and totally fair shot.
You know the difference between the old way and the new way. The old way is basically guesswork, favoritism, running a shop floor based on vibes or whoever the boss happened to talk to last. We all know the friction that causes, right? It's frustrating. But flip that around and look at the alternative. Facts, daily, objective, fair data. By tracking just a few really simple daily habits, we completely level the playing field for the entire crew. A 1 is a 1 and a 0 is a 0, no matter whose name is on that row. It completely moves the guesswork. And what that means is the people actually putting their heads down and doing the hard work are the exact people getting the credit for it. Now, let's move to the second big idea. And honestly, I want to spend some real time right here, because this is the cultural truth that drives everything we do in a workshop. High performers do not want to work with poor performers. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The strongest tradespeople on any workshop floor, the ones who turn up on time, communicate clearly, take absolute pride in their craft, and finish the day clean, they want to be on a team of people exactly like them. They want to work shoulder to shoulder with pros. When poor performance goes unmeasured, it just bleeds into the whole team. The high performers end up carrying the load. You're the ones covering the late starts, right? You're the ones redoing the rework, you're plugging the communication gaps, and eventually, you just get sick of it. You either leave or you stop trying, and the whole shop levels down. Well, not anymore. So the bottom line is that this entire system exists to protect the standard. We are not going to let unmeasured poor performance drag this shop down. Staff compliance tracking surfaces the gap between the people who hit the standard every day and the people who don't. It makes that gap totally visible, it's fair, and it's actionable. Look, this isn't about catching people out. It really isn't. It is about protecting the standard so that the people who genuinely care about doing damn good work actually want to keep doing it here at Metro. It keeps everyone operating on that same high level and ensures that the guys putting in the effort get the respect they absolutely deserve.
So, how do we actually play the game? Every working day, your manager records a simple binary number for every member of the shop floor and on-site team across 5 specific categories. That's it. 5 things. A 0 means you're compliant, and trust me, a 0 is exactly what you want. A 1 means an event occurred. Simple. No weird sliding scale, no averaging. Number 1, the daily checkout. Did you see the manager at the end of the shift? Number 2, line boring form. If you did boring work, did you fill out the form? Number 3, rework caused. Did your work require rework because of an error? Number 4, late start. Did you arrive late or fail to be ready at the scheduled start time? And number 5, poor performance. Now, this is a conduct issue serious enough to actually go on record, and it always comes with a written note from the manager, so it's totally defensible. These are just basic, daily habits that prove you are dialed in and engaged with the team. Out of those 5, I want to highlight the most crucial one, 60. That is exactly how many seconds it takes to do the daily checkout. It is the single most important habit of your entire day. And guys, it's not just a box-ticking exercise. When you check out with the manager before you leave, job status gets communicated, meaning there is 0 guesswork tomorrow morning. Materials and tooling get flagged. Telling the manager at 3:30 p.m. means you aren't standing around twiddling your thumbs waiting for parts at 7 a.m. the next day. Tomorrow's priorities get locked in, and quality issues get caught before parts ever ship out the door. It takes literally 60 seconds, but it is the solid foundation that everything else sits on.
Okay, let's look at how this all tallies up over a quarter.
We've broken this down into 3 action-oriented performance bands. At the end of the quarter, your total count puts you in one of these categories. If you have 0 to 2 events total, you are in the strong band. You are hitting the standard, you're reliable, you are the teammate everyone wants beside them. If you hit 3 to 5 events, you're in the watch band. This just means you're slipping a little bit. It's time for a quick coaching conversation just to get you back on track for the next couple of weeks. And if you hit 6 or more, well, that's the action band. That indicates a clear pattern, which means formal coaching and a structured plan to figure out what's going wrong. The absolute beauty here is that expectations are crystal clear. It gives anyone who might be slipping an unambiguous, totally fair path to lift their game.
But let's pivot to the really fun part, the ultimate reward. At the end of every quarter, the full-time member of the shop floor and on-site team with the lowest total count wins a $250 voucher. Yep, $250. And this isn't done in secret. This is presented at the quarterly pre-start right in front of the whole team. It is a massive public pat on the back for the person who has been quietly, consistently holding the standard higher than anyone else on the floor.
And we aren't just handing out some generic corporate gift card either. The winner gets to choose their own prize from 3 spots: BCF, Total Tools, or Dan Murphy's. Why these 3? Because they cover what most guys on a workshop floor actually want. Tools to get better at the trade, gear for the weekend fishing trip, or maybe just something to share with the family on a Friday night. It makes the win highly personal, incredibly visible, and a tangible reminder that disciplined performance pays off right here in real life. Now, I really need to drive this point home. Every single financial quarter means a fresh start. This system is absolutely not about warnings, and it is definitely not a disciplinary tool. Think of it like a scoreboard that resets. Each financial quarter starts with a completely clean spreadsheet. A rough quarter does not follow you forever. You go right back to 0 on day 1. Everyone gets a clean slate, and every single full-time member has an equal shot at winning that $250 prize right out of the gate. Which brings us to our final thought for the day. Staff compliance tracking is fair, it is measurable, and it works. None of the 5 things we measure are hard. All of them are simply choices. It's about choosing to show up, choosing to take pride, and choosing to communicate. So I'll leave you with this challenge as you hit the floor today. Every shift is a chance to put a 0 in every column. The standard belongs to all of us. Let's get to work and make this quarter count.